Yo, what it is, it's the Creek Boys, and you're locked in with the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Every day I'm with Vibe Perspective.
Yo, what it do, family? It's your favorite host, Mike on the mic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Tapped in with my guys at Ground 3 Radio, DJ OK, man. We back at it again for another Vibe Style Wednesday, another series of interviews, man. Shout out to each and every one of my listeners tonight, and be sure to call in at 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872, man. We got a super incredible guest in the building, man. Zone 18's hitter, man. y'all to the GM, man. Harvard Road to Greenmount, stand up. If you from the 21218, you better know this guy. You know his crew, man. Listen, we got YNCU Nook in the building. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, bro? How you feeling today,
Chilling, man? Having a good time, man. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. All my listeners that want to learn more about his work, learn more about his music, see some of the stuff he got going on, going at YNCU_Nook on IG. As we go through the interview again, that's YNCU_Nook on IG, so you can match the man to the work to the guy himself, man. Like, I appreciate you to be here,
man. I appreciate you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Sure. And you know, I gotta start early, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, Zone 18, that's my stomping ground, you know what I'm saying? Aiken Street, you know what I'm saying? We here, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put on for, you know, my home, you know, the place that I grew up, the place that I was, you know, had to figure everything out for myself, you know what I'm saying? I had to have you here.
Right,
you know, I had Hotep too, shout out to Hotep for the show.
Hotep, you already know.
Absolutely, man. Listen, so, you know, I gotta start super early. Like I said, if I got somebody I respect here, I got somebody I love their music, I wanna get an opportunity for you to really pass who you are down to your fans, because a lot of times they know the music, they know the albums, they know the videos,
but they don't know the actual person.
They don't know you as a person, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is you know, sort of my platform for you to kind of get at to the fans. Right. So we talk about Zone 18, we talk about Aiken Street, Harford Road. You know, tell the audience a little bit about how you sort of came up in the 21218.
How I came up in the 21218, I could say it was hard but sweet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I call them the Jolly Rancher days. You know what I'm saying? Like hard but sweet. You feel me? It was fun. It was, you know, all that back in the day stuff that people used to do. You know, not like how it is today. You know, back in the day, down to stuff like, you know, hooping on the crates and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I come from a hood where like everything, like we did all that. You know, Frozen Cup lady. It was a real hood churches type place. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, although don't get me wrong, you know, it was a lot of violence around there, but it's more than that. You know, when you really from there and you meet these real people that, you know, maybe even, you know, passed away or whatever the case may be. You know, we've been through a lot from where I'm from in Zone 18, as you know.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's like now it's like I said, it was just hard but sweet, bro.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
No, facts. That's real. I mean, I think, you know, I got a lot of listeners. Like, it's not just people from Baltimore, it's not just people from Maryland, it's like people from all over the world that's listening live. And I need them to get that sense of like what we say when we rap our hood.
Right.
Like, you know, it's a lot that come with that.
Right.
You grow up early, you had to like come out the box as like a grown man a lot of times.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you know, I want to sort of start at your name. I mean, like YNCU Nook, like young niggas charged up. Right. You know, man. Oh, by the way, shout out to everybody in YNCU.
Yeah, shout out.
I got my goddamn on the building.
Name on this bitch with me, you know what's up.
GQ, Reed Trees, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big shout out everybody and all the affiliates too. All the close personal friends too.
Definitely shout out to the guys.
Yeah, 100%. It's like a Wu-Tang.
Even the ones I ain't really locked in with no more. You feel me? Shout out to y'all. You know, I still wish the best for y'all. You know, just meet me at the top.
Absolutely, because you're on the way.
Yeah, I'm on the way. Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So early on, like I said, you know, coming up, you played football. You know what I mean? That was like a part of your life, and it kind of helped you sort of get your aggression out in a positive way.
Right.
You know, I think that's important for a lot of people to hear, like, especially a lot of young kids, because it's like you need that outlet a lot of times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely.
A lot of times they ain't got nothing. We ain't got rec centers. We ain't got nothing.
For real.
You know what I mean? So tell us about sort of that being your outlet for you growing up.
So, you know, when I was growing up, you know, shout out to the whole football recreational community, you know, for having that for us when we was younger. You know, it's like the stuff I learned, you know, growing up in these recs and playing football and stuff, you know, I learned real life lessons like discipline and got real relationships with some people, how to be social.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? There's a lot I learned from the recreational and the football. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like I met my best friend GQ. I met him when I was 5 years old. Playing football. We still locked into this day. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the stuff from football and meeting the people. You get what I'm saying? It meant a lot to me, and which helped develop who I am today.
So, definitely. I mean, you came up, went to Cecil,
right?
Then went to you got put out of Cecil for like some other stuff, right? Like
on some fighting shit.
It'd be like that sometimes, you know what I mean? I went to Alpha Heights, by the way.
Oh wow,
you know what I'm saying? So round the way, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you went to Reach, then you went to Mervo. You know what I'm saying? Graduated from Mervo. And man, like even
hold up, my man, not to cut you off.
Go ahead, please correct me.
I started at Reach, then I went to a school. It's actually off of Walter and Walter Avenue. I got transferred out of there, and I ended up coming in and coming back to Cecil. So I graduated 5th grade, went to middle school. Middle school, I started at Friendship.
Friendship. Big shout out Friendship.
Yeah, hell yeah, Northern Parkway. I went there 9th and 10th grade, got put out of there, and wait, time out. I'm in middle school.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. So I did go to Friendship in middle school too, though, because Friendship had middle and high.
Yeah, for sure.
I went to Friendship Middle School, got put out of there, went to Hartford Heights. You feel me? But I literally got put out of there, and from December until fucking March, I got put out of there. You feel me? But luckily I passed. So luckily I passed. I went to Reach. Graduated from Reach 8th grade. Then I went to Friendship again for high school. At the Friendship, I went to Mervo, and that's where I graduated from.
Okay. So you kind of got a feel for everywhere. You touched down in a lot of places. You know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody in the city, man. And that's important because like that led to sort of like you going to like CCDC Essex, right? Like you got your degree in business management. Even under like trying circumstances, you still was able to get your degree. And I love hearing that because it's like a lot of guys that I know coming up like didn't even consider doing it, even if it could look good for them. You know what I mean? Like, but I think the fact that you did that, you saw it through, you put your head down, had that discipline, like you said early on, and like finished strong. It was like. That's like an inspiration for me, you know what I'm saying? I graduated from college too, but like that's also like I'm like yo, like see like Zone 18 guys, like you know what I'm saying, doing it was like that's an inspiration.
Yeah, like that's my thing. I'm big on school, like I try to tell all my young niggas, like to stay in school and go to college if you want to, you feel me? Like even if you ain't got nothing going on right now, just try to go to college and see what it's like before you say you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's easy to pick up a pet.
Absolutely.
You feel me? It's easy to pick up a gun.
Easy.
It's easy to go shoot somebody. You feel me? It's that simple, but it's really hard really having to study, having to learn something that you don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what a lot of people be scared of, learning something that they don't know. They ain't willing to take on that, be dedicated and, get this shit done. You feel me? So I wanted to be the one to show other people, like, look, like, we can do this shit too. We ain't gotta just be in the streets all day. We can, we can fuck with these books too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the shit is, and the thing is, it's like, we really learn this shit. It's like they niggas going to college for nothing. Don't get me wrong, there's some people who come out of college don't do the shit that they went to college for real, but don't get me wrong, they learn some shit.
They learn a lot.
You feel me? Like for sure, so I definitely encourage a lot of people to stay in school, go to school, and just be the best you can be.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot you can get from college. Like, me, like, I had traveled to go, well, not far, I was at DC, but like, I traveled to go, went to Howard. Like, it was so much, I went to school for engineering, but like, I learned more about like social networking, in addition to like engineering. Like, I learned a lot about engineering, don't get it twisted. Like, I know myself, but like, it's also like all of the interpersonal relationships I had to learn how to talk to different people with different, like different, like personalities, like different, like backgrounds, different, like, people that speak multiple languages, you know what I mean? Like, I learned all that and learned how to bring all of them together in a room. You know what I'm saying? It was some stuff I figured out about myself. And I love hearing you saying that because yes, there's so many extra lessons other than the books, but get your books too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I mean, I want to get a little bit, closer to the music because, like, you started like rapping, like I want to say like 10 years old with your homies, like smoking, like just throwing the instrumentals on, like, let's just get to it, let's just, you know what I'm saying. So like, tell me about early on, like what you even talked about Moose being like one of the big inspirations for you, like even to start rap. So tell me like about about that early sort of beginning, like you getting that influence to even get into hip hop.
Right. So basically, like, around the age when I really was, really listening to music, and like I said, Young Moose was one of my biggest inspirations. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, shout out to Young Moose, but it was like when we was in high school, when we couldn't get the OTM2, people was sending that shit through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how bad we wanted his music. You know what I'm saying? His music was that fire. So it's like to listen to somebody that's from your city who been through the shit that you've been through, even down to the situation with Herschel and stuff like that. Hartford Road, that's that district too. So I seen Herschel. I seen the stuff that Young Moose been through. You feel me? So all the stuff that he talked about in his rap, it really hit. It motivated me. Like, damn, like before I was even rapping, I listened to him. So then, as I continued to, to listen to music in general, I just started to create my own music. And once I actually told my father about it, and it went up. He took me to my first studio session. After that, I took it serious. I let my homeboys listen to it, and they was like, "Yo, like you rockin', bro. Like I like it." And that was that. And like I said, shout out to my niggas, even to the ones I'm not, with no more, cause at that time they gave me the motivation I needed. You feel me? They gave me that reaction, like, bro, like. You know what I'm saying? You hard, you need to do it. You feel me? And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have did it.
Facts, man. Like, and I think you had mentioned something before about like your first song you ever made was like to the Swag Surf beat. With Nana, Reed, it was y'all in the car, and like that spoke to me because like going to Howard, like that's our national anthem. Right. This joint go crazy. If you ever like get the idea to release it,
it's gonna be the first one for sure. Like it was just like I said, we was really just playing. Like it was like, yo, bro, let's remix this, bro. And I forgot how it went, but like we rocked it out and
put it together.
We never recorded it though. It was just like I said, that's when we was really getting into it for real. So once we it started off with, all right, now we writing down hooks and writing down verses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we freestyling, but we don't remember this shit, bro. We gotta write it down now. So.
For sure.
That's how that happened.
Man, and like it's important because like, you see this transition early of like not really taking it serious, but then you get that studio session with your dad. It's like I think he was like 18. And you get that first studio session, he was like, yo, I'm actually taking this seriously now. And I think, so it was like, it was Jacking for Beats. Was like your first real like project, like 12 remixes. Talk to me about somebody who was really important in that, DJ Chuck Spins.
Hell yeah.
Tell me about that relationship and like him even hosting that. And
my relationship with DJ Chuck Spins that's my day one too. You know what I'm saying? He from around the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we grew up together. We was everywhere together. You feel me? That's my A1 Steak Sauce too. So then as we got older, he started to get into the DJing thing. You feel me? And like I was starting to get into the rap. We both was into music, but just in different ways. So after he started like, yeah, bro, like he hosted. He was hosting mixtapes. I was like, no, bro, I'm coming out with a mixtape. I want you to host it. So it was like when he came in the studio, it was love. Like, bro, go ahead, take your time, have fun with it, and that was, and Chucky even though like he felt like he told me before, like, bro, I felt like that was one of my best hosted mixtapes. He said some stuff in the beginning on some drama, on some DJ drama and shit. You feel me? So hell yeah, shout out to bro. Like we locked in forever, even if it's not like. Business wise, it's personal.
Right, for sure. Big shout out DJ Chuck Spins. I hope you listening, man, because you went crazy. Went crazy. And I want to, get deeper into the music, and I want to kind of go by like the years. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a steady progression in your career. Like you can see that, like you kept building, you kept sort of putting things together, kind of figuring it out for yourself, finding different sounds that you love. And then locking in with certain producers. And I want to start like even 2018, like. the Bippin record, you know what I'm saying? There was like the Trending G Mix, you know, version, like 2018 January, you know what I'm saying? You even did a video shot by Gizzo.
Gizzo, I always get his name wrong.
I'm bad with names, but like, they know who they are when they hear it, like, you know, and then...
Rest in peace to him.
Big rest in peace. Big rest in peace. Like, and, you know, 2018 was on fire. Facts freestyle. Like, the video also, I think that's July 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yes Indeed freestyle. Like, bro, October 2018. Like, bro, like, you was locked in.
See, in 2018, and like you said, it was like January 2018. So I want to say at the end of 17. That's when, you know, like, I really started locking in, and I told myself, on my birthday, I'm gonna drop a song. So I actually shot I didn't get a chance to drop it on my birthday, but I shot it around my birthday. So I dropped that in January. That's when, you know, my homeboys was telling me, like, come on, bro, let's shoot the video, And I honestly, like I was taking it serious, but I was halfway in, halfway out. So I was on some stuff like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna drop a video next week. Next week come like, bro, what's up with the video? Like, shit. Like, now I gotta really book a video. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was, you know, big motivation to me. You know, they was like, yeah, bro, when... So it went like that, and now it's like my first reaction on my first video. Bitten was my first video, and after that, it was like, I like the reaction that I get from the people who didn't know that I rap. You get what I'm saying? So after that, I just kept on going with it.
For sure. It's like, you going crazy, bro. You know, and then, I mean, at least like the end of 2018, like fatherhood. You know, like his son was born in December 2018. You know, like, how did fatherhood kind of shape your approach to all of this?
Honestly, on the music side, you know, like, it really kind of sort of shifted it a different way. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, when I had my son, I went into a whole different mode. You know, like, I really got into father mode, you know, and it's like, it's not like I put music to the side, but it's just that, like, I knew that music couldn't be my main focus no more. You know, it was my son, so I took care of that, but me as a young father, I didn't really know how to balance it. You know, it's like, boom, I'm still trying to get money, I'm still going to school, and I got a son, you feel me? Music comes... You know, it gotta go to the side for a second. I had some other stuff, you know, to take care of. So it's like, you know, as my son got older and, you know, he was able to do more and he didn't necessarily need as much attention, that's when I was able to really get back into it. And I can honestly say, like, over the years, you know, since 2018, like, just last year was really when I really got back into it. Like, let me get consistent. Like, you know, so.
No, for sure. I mean, and that, I think that's important because, like, early on, you know, not having your dad early, like your dad being like incarcerated, like I think he was like 1 and he came out when you were like 13. You know, like, not having a dad, you know, I'm sure kind of put something into your mind of like, I don't want this to be for my kids. You know, like, tell me about like that influence, like, for you, and like what, you know, sort of you learned from having your dad.
It really meant a lot, you get what I'm saying? Because, you know, me not having my dad, you know, don't get me wrong, I have other father figures around, like my football coaches and, you know, their whole staff, but, like, I can honestly say, like, you know, once that happened, I knew I didn't want to be in jail. You know, I knew I didn't want to get locked up, and then I turned around and got locked up in 2020. You know, so it's like my son was born in 2018, at the end of 2018. So it's like, come 2020, when I was booked, he was, what, 1, 2, something like that. And I got booked for some serious shit. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, I was like, damn, like, I really can't, you know, move a certain way. You know, so once I really realized that, you know, I had my time sitting in for a little minute, you know, to really get my head together, get my thoughts together. That's when I learned how to balance things. You know, I know I got to move a certain way, but I still got to make time for this and make time for that.
For sure. And that kind of put it in perspective for you. I love hearing that because, like, you know, a lot of young guys out here, like, they would have got hit with that and everything would have just crumbled. Like, you took that and was like, all right, this is a messed up situation for me. However, I still got priorities. Like, I still got to put things in perspective for myself. It's like, I plan to get out and I plan to, like, still handle my business when I'm on the other side. You know, and that's like, that's so mature in that moment, especially juggling all the things you had already. You know, like, that's so mature in that moment. I you know, big shout out, give you your flowers.
I appreciate that, bro.
Like,
I appreciate that, bro.
No,
like Half Road is it's not like I said, it was fun and all that for real. But it been times where you had to be on man time. You know, there's a lot of older, you know, men around there, and they wasn't the older men who was motivating us to be in the streets. You know, my older niggas was motivating me to be, you know, good, to do the good shit.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like I ain't from that era where, nah, do this, do that, put a gun in his hand, put some drugs in his hand. No, do what you gotta do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you gotta be better. You feel me? So I learned that early from my older nigga. Shout out to the gang.
Big shout out. Oh, shout out to Pete too. I can't
forget Pete. Shout out to Pete, the OG. Man, all that.
Yes, sir. Everybody, I know y'all better be listening. If y'all not, I got you. I'm gonna be on you when I see you next time. But man, like we moved to 2019, like the freestyle video, like freestyle was one of my favorite little baby joints. You know what I'm saying? And you did your own version of that video. Man, Jacket for Beats, like that's like. Man, like 2019 was like, I was like, when I went through and did my research and I heard that, I was like, oh, he knew. Like, he knew he had something, you know what I'm saying? Not only for people telling you, but like you going back and like, yo, these last 4, 5, 6 verses hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get on that joint that's hard. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you know, like, Get Me Some Money, February 2019, like, shout out to Vincent on the beat, too. Because, like, I heard that beat and I was like, yo, like, you about to slide on this, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about that relationship with Vince.
So, I actually met Vince through my man Cash, Sounds of a Millionaire.
Yeah.
So,
big shout out.
Yeah, shout out to him for real. He actually, I went to his studio to record that song.
Yeah.
You know, and no, matter of fact, I went to his studio to record another song.
Okay.
So after I recorded the other song, you know, he was telling me like, you know, shout out to him too, cause he put me on game. Like, bro, like he told me like, stop doing these YouTube beats. You gotta pay for your beats. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it the right way. You feel me? So. He ended up plugging me in with Vincent, like, this my man who make beats right here. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, once I locked in with Vincent, you know, he started sending me beats, and I already had the verse to another beat. But I heard Vincent beat, I'm like, damn, I like that. That's better.
That's hard.
Than the one I was rapping to on YouTube, and it's a, you know, original beat. You know? So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, for sure. Shout out to Vince, man. He smoked that, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, and I mean, we moved to 2020, like, you know, you started working with Maggie Rudis a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Maggie, because she's like everywhere, man. Like,
shout out to Maggie.
That Trapper video, nuts, out of here, you know what I mean? Out of here. Like, Something to Prove remix, you know, you move a little bit further, like March 2020, then you get like Bounce Back. Right. You keep hitting people over the head. Like that's one thing I love. You know
and that's the thing though, bro, I really appreciate it because it's like, bro, all this shit be at my actual life. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I drop, you feel me? Like I don't never try to hold out with the music or you get what I'm saying? Like it's like every time I drop, I'm going through that. You know, like when I was when I dropped Trapper, I was in that mood. When I dropped Bounce Back, I was in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I did, I was in that mood for it. You feel me? So I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations to get here now for sure. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Tell me why these niggas hate. Oh my god. I was like, yo, that still get me high. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, then, you know, we see you in LA, like IBS, like, man, like.
I've been in LA like a million times. Like, I don't even, when I go out LA now, I don't even need no GPS out there.
You just know.
Yeah, I know it. Like, I know Baltimore. It's like,
right.
Like, I've been out there so much, but I ended up running into them through a mutual homeboy that I knew that lived out there.
Okay.
You know? So my homeboy, he was from here, but he went to college out LA.
Oh, okay.
You know? So once I had met him through him, and he was rapping. You get what I'm saying? Not my homeboy, but my homeboy's friend.
Right.
So he was rapping. He introduced him to me because he knew I was rapping, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, you gotta start getting exposure, you know, everywhere. You know,
definitely.
I think, you know, I'm gonna hook you up with my man, you know, IBS Gold, you know, whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called.
Incubation Box Studio.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But he was like, he hooked me up with them, and you know, everything was, I liked him. You know, they did good business out LA, and you know, I enjoyed it, the vibe, and you know, I enjoyed everything that it gave. You know what I mean? It gave what it was supposed to give. You know, like I felt like doing that out LA kind of sort of gave me that sense, like, yeah, I need to be doing this type of stuff in different cities and stuff like that. You know, because it's like now I got LA followers. Shout out to my LA fans.
Big shout out LA.
Yeah,
I know I got some LA listeners listening too. And if you didn't know now you can tell your friends about YNCU Nook. Like,
yeah,
yo,
definitely.
I'm actually on. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
you know what I mean? No, 100%. I mean, you come back to Baltimore and then, like, bro, you do the niggas be hating video with the blue smoke bombs in the alley. Like, bro. First of all, I love seeing Zone 18 in these videos. Like, bro, like you was across the street from my grandmother's house in one of these joints. Like, I'm like, yo, like, big shout out Keon too, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Key.
Man, like, I'm like, bro, like, I love seeing my stomping grounds in this, cause like, these videos go everywhere. Like, thousands of views. Like, bro, everybody is seeing Zone 18 for how we see it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? In that real glory.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yo, that video is crazy.
I appreciate
even a double video, like, man, November 2020, like, shout out to Aggie again.
Yeah.
It's like double video crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I want to know, like, where is your hand in all the videos you do? Like, do you take like a director seat? Do you take like a producer seat?
I'm actually like my own everything, bro. You know, like I'm not no one man machine, but it's like for sure, like I'm doing most of the accounting and shit. You feel me myself? You feel me? Like when it comes to the papers, I'm paying for that. When it comes to the thoughts, I sit back and smoke my blunt and think about how I'm gonna shoot this video. You feel me? I sit down, write in my notes, I think of a whole script, how I want to show it, how I want it to look. You get what I'm saying? Like I really take my time with this shit. You feel me? So before as that, but don't get me wrong though, like it's not all me, you know. I got homeboys like Damo, or I got people like my father. I be like, what y'all think? They tell me, you know, they definitely give me a lot of recommendations.
For sure.
You know, so you know, other than that, but you know, for the most part, it's just me just thinking and just seeing what I'm gonna do next. You know, that's always the next thing to think about. What's next? You feel me?
We can go to like 2021. You know, the project, bro. Bro, live from home detention, bro. April 21. Yo, listen, yo, that joint got me hyped, yo. Oh my god, on everything. Big shout out to Tapachino too.
Hell yeah, man, fuck yeah.
Y'all played football together early. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me about that relationship and that project.
So, you know, the relationship that I had with my man Ty, you know, we played football with together. Like we was talking about earlier, as far as like having them recreational, and that's where I grew up at. I met Ty at a young age, you feel me? And I don't even know where he's from, but I know we got that relationship from playing football together. You feel me? And you know, that's my man. We go way back. You feel me? And you know, everything, like I like the way he do business, you feel me? He talented, and yeah, shout out to him. He got me right with live from home detention, for sure.
Shorty nice, like Shorty is nice.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, man. And I love seeing that, like, you know, like it was like I seen like an interview a while ago. It was what was it? It was a Denzel interview, and he was talking about what's dude named this Robert Townsend. Like they was comedians and like early actors and stuff. Like nobody knew who Denzel was. Nobody knew who Robert Townsend was. And he was like, yo, Denzel was like an unemployment line. Like he was he was ready to give up. And he was like, yo, don't forget, you Denzel Washington before anybody even knew you. And then look where they are now, like legendary people. And I definitely expect to see that from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 years from now, we gonna be like, yo, greatness, that big Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Ty. You know what I'm saying? Big shout to Nook. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love seeing that early, because like really greatness knows greatness real early. Like you always in the same room. You always kind of bumping shoulders. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be one of the stories.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
And listen out for more shit coming with my man Ty.
Big shout out.
Some more shit coming through together.
Keep your ears to the paper, man. You gonna hear the streets gonna be on fire. Now, Misunderstood video was in April 21. Like, man, yo. Shorty be living too much. Shorty be dripping too much.
I know my haters, they want to stick me up, but I keep the 30 on top.
Oh my god. I was rocking with that joint. That's one of my joys, yo. Man, like the Get It video, like, man, home detention, man. Going crazy, going crazy, man.
Like I said, bro, this shit really my life, bro. Like it was like home detention, and you know I went through what I went through. And you know they had me on that bitch for like 10 months, and you know, I felt like no matter what, I still had to get it.
Had to.
You feel me? Regardless, like, you know, and then misunderstood. You know, I went through some personal things, you know, on the mental side. Like, damn, like I'm really in the house, stuck in total house arrest. I wasn't one of the ones that get to come outside on the box,
traveling,
do what they want on the box. I was the ones, hey, where you at? Box beeping if I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You feel me? So hell
exactly.
yeah.
I know it felt good to finally get off the box. Like I think that was like July 21.
Fuck yeah.
Like you, and I know it's like kind of leaving that home detention era like behind you and sort of starting anew. Like, and then I seen you like, man, like on top of the Dunkin' Donuts. That's the Dunkin' Donuts now. It was that old bank back in the day. Like it was on top of that Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, yo, like the Wendy's across the street. Like I'm like, yo, like that's what I love seeing. And like tell me about like that transition from getting off of that and like what did that do mentally? Because I know that sort of gave you something.
It honestly, I can honestly say it helped me out mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because being on a box for 10 months, now I'm kind of sort of used to being in the house now. You feel me? Like it's keeping me out of trouble, it's keeping me out of the way. You know, and when I was on the box, it was strictly business. You get what I'm saying? Like the only time I was able to come outside is when it was work related. You know, so other than that, you know, being that transition from getting out the box, started being in the home more, you know, I started being with my son more. You know, shit like that. And I don't think I dropped until that Just Bars on the Bridge. You feel me? Like I did get out the box, you feel me? Like, cause you know, I honestly, you know, I just, like I said, I was just going through some mental things, you feel me? From being the case of some financial issues, to keep it at baying, them lawyers caused that bread, but for sure they was paid for, you feel me? So that shit got taken care of, and I was just felt like I was going through the process or
for sure. And I love hearing that. It's like making lemonade out of the lemons you get.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you put them priorities. Like yo, like this actually taught me some like sort of. I need to just be like a homebody, get with my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like be a good father. And I love that because like, yo, you would be surprised. You probably wouldn't be, but like I always hear like people almost turn worse off of certain situations like that. Like it messes them up mentally, and they like, all right, well, I'm just about to go drag now because like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you were able to make something positive out of that. And I know it's like 20 gyms in this interview. That's like 21. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you listen. I hope you caught it. For sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we moved like we mentioned. I mean, the Just Bars gotta mention the Just Bars remix video because. Like I said,
shout out to G Herbo too, for real.
Big shout out.
Yeah, I was a big G Herbo fan. He inspired me to do that. So.
Yeah, definitely. That Baltimore-Chicago relationship is like, I went to Chicago twice. Like I went there for like 2 weeks, for both times, and it was like, bro, like it's so much like Baltimore. Like so much culture, so much history, so much love.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then the only thing you see in the news is the shootings, the murders.
Exactly.
And it's like they be mad out there when they like, oh, you only know Chicago for Oblong.
You
know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I feel you.
Like,
I actually feel you.
Like, for real.
You know what I mean? If you ever go to Chicago, you gotta eat some food, cause like Chicago is like, Portillo's, Harold's, that's a chicken spot. You're gonna get the mild sauce. It's kind of like salt, pepper, ketchup, fuzz, but they got the crack and they got this like barbecue mild sauce. Insane.
I'm gonna fuck with them.
Insane. You got to. And then Italian beef. That Italian beef like they cheesesteak.
Right.
You know, it's incredible. I can talk about food in Chicago all day. But I mean, you move forward to like your next project, THC. Like man, like the hate coming, like man. Like I know that was incredibly huge for you because like you put a lot of work into that tape. I heard it. Right. Like man, like fuck me humble, like for the hood, like these joints, like man. Shout out to 410 Go Getter for that video. Humble like tell me about that time. Tell me about that project.
So honestly, like I said, honestly, to keep it 100 with you, I took a mushroom, bro. My first time ever taking a mushroom.
Hey, I'm an advocate for kind of, going psychedelic a little bit.
Yeah, and I wanted to try something. Yeah, I wanted to try something new, and it wasn't really like no trip. I wasn't seeing things I wasn't supposed to see.
Exactly.
You feel me? It was like I was realizing shit for really what it is. And I honestly, I was high, I was fucking off the mushrooms, and I had the headphones in my ear, and I listened to my song, I actually listened to a couple other songs, but I was in the dark and I was looking in the mirror. I could see myself in the mirror, but I'm listening to regular songs.
Yeah,
maybe a little young boy, little baby. But mind you, I got so much music on my phone. I had my phone on shuffle. Out of nowhere, Fuck Being Humble came on. You feel me?
Yo.
And this when I just released it as a single on. This wasn't even. This was before the tape.
Yeah, yeah.
So it came on, and I just looked in the mirror, bro, and I really realized some shit. I had a conversation with my mother and my father at 6 in the morning that I never had with them before.
Yeah.
You feel me? It just made me realize a lot of shit. And once I came, that's not no high that you won't forget either.
Oh God.
You feel me? You won't remember that. You feel me? You won't remember that shit. You feel me?
Oh,
so
God.
once you know I didn't even go to sleep. I woke up on bullshit. I not woke up. I straight went outside on bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what I called my mother for. I called my mother. I said, "Mom, I'm high off mushrooms. I'm good. I'm fine. But tell me, is it okay if I take 2 melatonin? Because I want to go to sleep."
You can't go to sleep on mushrooms.
Right. So I was like, she was like, "Call your father because he know more about drugs than I do."
Right,
so
right.
that was that conversation.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to Pops and thanks for coming through for me.
Hell yeah.
But after that, I got straight to it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I went to Mondom and you know I started making T-shirts and putting charged up on them, making little fits.
That
Trying. Yeah. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Just to try to get something started. I started ramping instantly. That's when everything started coming out. That's when that I'm trying to profit I'm trying to double up somebody telling that they cannot fuck with us. Like that's when I really start talking my shit because I knew that this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? And this is gonna be my life and I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to get there. You feel me? I'm gonna rap all day, every day till I get that shit right. You feel me? I drop music all the time. I'm not stopping until I'm on top.
Oh my God.
That's how I feel.
I love that, man. I love that. No, that's 100% true. The shrooms that you were talking about, like the way that I see it is a lot of people got their own like sort of explanations for it. Right. But like the way that I see it is like it starts stripping away all of the inhibitions, one by one. And I call them like lies to yourself. Like it starts taking away all the lies you tell yourself one by one. Until you raw. Until you get to just look at yourself. And then you start really putting in perspective everything. And then it's like once you come down, because you can't go to sleep. Once you come down, it's like, oh, now you start to like, and some people kind of want to be in that space for longer. It's like you want to kind of stay there because it's like you honest with yourself. It's all your inhibitions is gone. Like you kind of can just be true and real. But that can activate you to sort of be something even more in the vision. And that's like exactly like my first inspiration.
I think about that shit, bro, almost all the time, bro. Like that was the time I felt like I was reborn again. Now, when they say that shit, they did serious about that. I was reborn again, bro. I started over with everything. Like I'm taking this shit serious. My whole mindset was different. You get what I'm saying? So it's like even when I finally did fall asleep and I woke back up, that shit was still on my mind. You feel me? What we gotta do something productive today. You feel me? We on bullshit now.
100%.
You feel me? So fuck man. That's what.
That's insane. Yo, for real, honestly. Like I tell everybody, you gotta do it at least once. You don't gotta do OD, but just like just a little bit. Just once. Just
once. That's all you. That's literally all you need. That was the first and last time I took it. Honestly,
that's all you need.
That's all I need.
That's all you need, man. And we moved to like 2022. Like big shout out to Fat X. We talked about that from A Block Records, man. Big free Fat X, man. You and Hotep went stupid. Of course, X went crazy on it. But like. Y'all went crazy. Y'all went crazy on that joint. One of my favorite records. Please go check that out. I mean, check out all these records I'm talking about, but definitely go check that out because all the guys on it, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. And then you get like the Next to Blow TV freestyle a little bit after that. Like, man, like, I know that felt good. I know that felt good.
Hell yeah. Like I said, bro, I was just in that mode ever since, you feel me? And shout out to Next to Blow TV.
Absolutely.
They definitely a good platform, and I like his vibe and his energy, and he also like I ain't know him.
Really?
Since I like, other than when I met him, I didn't know him, and he really had a conversation with me like, what you want to do? Yeah. Like, if you want to do this shit, really do this shit. You feel me? And I ain't know him from Adam and Eve, so shout out to him. He a real one.
Hell
you feel me? Like, he gave me that motivation I needed. You feel me? So yeah, definitely.
Oh, big shout out.
That mold.
Big shout out. Mexico TV, man. And then we had an interview last week with Big Speaker. Like, you move with In the Field.
Right.
Smoked it.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Big Speaker. That's my guy.
Big Speaker. Like, that's my guy. I fucks with Speaker heavy. You know what I'm saying? He a real substantial person.
Absolutely.
You know, real genuine. I fucks with Speaker. Shout out to him and his whole team. Skinny, Trey 800, all in.
Oh, big shout out. Yeah, big shout out to Skinny, friend of the show. She was here with Hotel.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trey 800. I'm gonna get him in there too. I know you listening, bro. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry about it. We moved to like 2023. You know, like On My Chest video, like March 2023, like Himothy Neutron video, May 2023. Yo, like, first of all, this Himothy Neutron record is on fire. I appreciate it. You know it already, so I ain't really gotta tell you, but for all my listeners that haven't tapped in yet, yo, Himothy Neutron everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Video looking nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? What's your like energy in 2023? Like, I know
my energy in 2023
up there.
Like, this is my year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
This is my year, and you know, I want to be able to do it with a couple people because I love music. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of other artists that I like out here that I do want to do it with, but I know that this is the year for me to go all the way. You know, and that's how I felt about this year. You know, like my birthday December 29th, so I ended up going to a party. You know, for the first to bring it in. You know, having fun. You know, fucking money up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But
hell yeah.
You know, now, but after that, it was time. It's time. I'm ready.
Definitely.
I'm ready.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Charged up.
Yeah, charged up with your motherfucking money low.
Yeah, hell yeah. We December, baby, so December 7th. You know what I'm saying?
Big Sagittarius energy.
Big Sagittarius energy. Because, you know how we coming, man. Man, so, I do want to ask, like, because I asked everybody that I love in this seat, that, like, I rock with their music. Like, what's your plans for the next 5 years?
My plans for the next 5 years is really to be on top, and I'm talking about on top of the rap game. I'm talking about like Lil Baby NBA YoungBoy status. You get what I'm saying? That the baby. You feel me? Run. You feel me? Like shit like that. I'm not going for nothing less. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna single nobody out about they runs, you feel me? But that's the type of run that I want.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Definitely. And I want that shit, if not, like that or bigger. You feel me? So my plans for the next 5 years is to, do that on, as far as my rap career. But it's a lot of things I wanna, do for the city as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanna be able to build the city. I wanna build the youth. You get what I'm saying? I want to do that within the next 5 years too. A lot can happen within 5 years.
Absolutely.
So it's like I want to be able to give back to the community. So, when the next rapper after me come up, they got everything that they need. They got the sources that they need. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not even just that. We don't even need too many rappers or 1,000 rappers coming from Baltimore. We need more football players. More doctors, more surgeons.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of things I do want to give back to the community of Baltimore because it is a lot of talent here, so definitely want to do that within the next 5 years. And I just want to live life, bro. Coming from Baltimore and coming from Harford Road and Green. No, fuck that. I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, coming from Baltimore because it's real everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You feel me? Like y'all know what we go through. Everybody go through different shit, but for the main, it's all pain. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to know that, for these next 5 years, I want to live good. I want to enjoy life.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, I ain't even got my passport yet. You feel me? I'm ready to go out the country.
Absolutely.
As you should.
As you should.
Definitely. So I definitely want to do that. That's just my plans and just really finding peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I love that, man. I absolutely love that, man. And this is, I feel like I can sit here and talk for another 3 hours. Oh, God. And I can't sit there for every
No, I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, bro.
Man, but But yeah, no, 100%. YNCU Nook. Tell the audience one more time where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter at YNCU_Nook. You can follow my TikTok at Charged Up Nook. You can follow my Facebook at YNCU Nook. You can download my music on all platforms. THC the mixtape out now. Timothy Neutron out now. More music coming soon.
Man, YNCU Nook, you heard it first. YNCU Nook, young niggas charged up in the building. Man, always a pleasure, bro.
Appreciate it.
Always
bro.
a pleasure,
Always.
bro. Real talk.
For sure.
Man,
bro.
and I can't wait to see any new projects you got, any singles you're dropping, new videos. Can't wait.
I got so much shit coming, bro. And the thing is, it's like right now I'm overloaded with music, so it's like now I'm really starting to plan shit out. You feel me? But I got some shit coming. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got some shit coming. You feel me? Like just be on the lookout. You feel me? Like and I'm only getting better. You get what I'm saying? Like my next shit is gonna be my best shit.
Absolutely.
And the shit after that gonna be better than that one.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how I'm coming.
Absolutely, man. And I can see that. You know, like you said, you find a piece and that piece is on the way. 100%. Your purpose is only beginning. Like, you've already done some great work, and I know this is just the beginning of your journey. You only just getting started.
Yeah.
I already know that, man. Ceiling is not even a ceiling. You going straight to the top.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. You too, bro. You too, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Real
like,
talk.
I want to give you your flowers right now, bro. Like, let these niggas know, bro. Like, you's a real one, bro. Real shit, bro. What you doing, bro? What you doing with your platform? The exposure, the, you know, being able to get over to the fans, to let them know who I really am. You feel me? Like, all that, bro. I want to give you flowers for that, bro.
Appreciate you, brother. It's an honor, man. And look, here at Ground 3 Radio, yours truly, Mike on the mic. Once again, from the Vibe Perspective Podcast, we're here with my guys at Ground 3 Radio. DJ OK, man, call in at 443-377-1872. Again, the number is 443-377-1872. Leave a message about YNCU Nook, Timothy Neutron, one of your favorite records, or whatever you like. And one of his favorite videos, anything, man. The next interview is coming up soon, and keep it locked with Vibe Studios and Ground 3.
Gang.
Let's keep the vibe alive. YNCU Nook here, man. Let's go,
Gang.
Yo, it's your boy YNCU Nook, and we right here at Ground 3 Radio Station. You locked in with my nigga Mike on the mic.